Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, and it's time to explore Eorzea. Today, we have the fun opportunity to do the Heaven's Turn event for 2026. Celebrate the new year. We will see who is joining as we go. But the beginning of that quest, I believe, is over in Limsa. So we'll give a few minutes to let people get on while we go do, like, mini cactopot real fast. I look so small when my camera is zoomed out all the way. Holy cow. Anyway, we'll go do that real fast, let people get on. Apparently we unlocked company actions. Somebody was putting in the midnight oil. They can be purchased from the OIC quartermasters near the Grand Companies. And then they allow you to have basically an FC buff. And then we can take a look in the FC menu under actions. And you would be able to see which ones are active, plus they would be, up in one of these. And then inactive actions you can click on to buy. So we'll probably pop over and grab some FC actions, see what we can do. Where'd you go, guy, man? I saw you like 2 seconds ago. All right, we'll do a quick mini cactopot. We'll see if that's a winner. It's not. Hey, that's at least 3,600, not bad. And, okay. You are a spy from Taranino. I think you've been telling us lies the whole time. You're conspiring with that guy. I'm gonna pop over to Limsa now, and if anyone else is joining, go ahead and pop over to Limsa, and we'll meet you there. You disagree vehemently. I believe it's up in the upper decks. Yeah, around the aft castle, maybe? Aft castle it is. Okay. And I haven't had my fortune, so we'll have to see what fortune is in store for Eorzeon in 2026. I'm just going to check out this Far Eastern Merchant. Gilded Screen, Zoni, and Magic Prism. Don't do much with Magic Prisms. I'm sure we'll talk to this person, actually. Alright, Uma Bugyo. That's a very interesting helmet. It's a horse. Alright. Seize the Nay. I like it. The Uma Bugyo would entreat your aid for the Heaven's Turn festivities. In honor and glory do we first lay eyes upon one another. I am the Uma Bugyo, the head of the delegation from the far eastern nation of Hingashi. We are come on a mission to tend to the fire of friendship with your Eorzea. This we seek to do by sharing the joys of our Heaven's Turn customs, which differs from those observed on your shores. While the people of Eorzea choose a deity to be first among the 12, I actually didn't know that we did that. We in the Far East grant the honor to one of 12 noble beasts. And this year the honor belongs to the horse, the most dignified and dependable of steeds. I am actually a horse. That is my my birth animal for the the Chinese zodiac or whatever it is. Now, though I previously had the pleasure of introducing the horse in Eorzea, there are few are they who still have true appreciation for the creature. This time, therefore, it is my hope to better convey its appeal, its gallantry and majesty, to which end we are planning to have them march in a procession. Presently, a member of our delegation is spreading word of the event to the people of Limsa Lominsa. He wears a unique kabuto like mine, and has a delightful mascot with him besides. Alas, said mascot is as anxious as it is adorable, and we're having some difficulty handling it. As an adventurer, I dare say you have a wealth of experience interacting with creatures great and small. If you're willing, might we prevail upon your aid? In humility and gratitude do I receive your assent. Without further ado, my assistant, the Uma Yoriki, set off in the direction of the drowning witch. Pray seek him out and offer him your able assistance. Actually, let's just pop over here and see a little bit more about Heaven's Turn. I am the Uma Doshin, a member of the Far Eastern delegation, come to share our traditions of Heaven's Turn with the good people of Eorzea. If there's aught you wish to know, you need only ask. So, what is Heaven's Turn? You're unfamiliar with this festival? The tradition has a rich history which dates back centuries, but I do not wish to bore you, so I shall try to keep my summation brief. Heaven's Turn is a celebration that marks the start of a new year, though the way in which it is observed differs from region to region. Here in Eorzea, it is said that the 12 select one among them to keep vigil over the realm until the next passing of the 12 moons. I believe this year it is Nafika, the goddess of abundance, who has been charged with this duty. In the Far East, however, the changing of the year is heralded by one of 12 totem animals. As you have no doubt discerned from my home, this year we pay homage to the noble Uma. Forgive me, that name is likely unfamiliar to your ears. I believe you Eorzeans call this majestic beast a horse. How such a peculiar name was conceived, I will never know. Alright, cool. That's basically what we learned, but good to do. I like the decorations. I'm a big fan of these, like, tree-type lights. Oh, hey, what's up, homie? You're in another party. How dare you be in a party besides mine? It's rude. I'm not gonna give you a big hug back because you're in another party. I'm just kidding. I got you, fam. I'm just like slapping you. Lala hugs are ridiculous. Alright, we gotta find in the direction of the drowning wench, and I ran right past it, huh? Yep, goes over here. Uma Yoriki. Uma no Unicult. Okay. I'm sure we'll take a look at that. Come here, I say. Come here. I'm sorry, but the helmet is kind of ridiculous. How am I to promote the procession when it refuses my every command? Ah, forgive me, I did not notice you there. I kind of want one, though, just for the meme. The Uma Bugyo sent you say? I could indeed do with some help. The little one here is a unicult, the young of a unicorn, rare even in Eorzea. Our delegation was able to borrow it for this Heaven's Turn celebration, but as you can see, it is disinclined to obey me. While I am versed in the handling of horses and could tame the unruliest of them, this creature has eluded all my attempts to reach out to it. It appears to be daunted by its new surroundings, and will neither move nor respond to aught I say. Look at that adorable, slightly creepy face. Nay, nay! What's this? The Unicult approaches you of its own accord? When I collected it from Ishgard, I was told that unicorns favor those who are pure of heart. Well, I mean, obviously. I had thought it a myth, but the creatures may truly have the ability to sense our intent. In my eagerness to use it for our festivities, I may have driven it away, while you drew it to yourself with your innocence. Nay. What, you disagree? You disagree, horse? Well, unless I am mistaken, it wishes to say that with you, it would be willing to promote the Heaven's Turn procession. Loath though I am to impose, might I ask you to take the Unicult with you and spread the word of the event? The procession will set forth from the Zephyr Gate in Middle Lenosha and strike southward. To begin with, you might try approaching the folk nearby. When you have finished, pray report to the Uma Bugyo. I leave the Unicult in your capable hands. Sometimes this game makes me realize just how little Japanese I know. Because I don't know any of these words like Yoriki and Bugyo and Dosha and whatever, and everything in Doma and all of the samurai moves. Nay, nay! The Umano Unicult is eager to set forth with you. Take it around the area and inform the locals about the Heaven's Turn procession. Or what the no actually means. Somebody's gonna have to fill me in. Escorting! It's people follow you and they technically do it in the background, and you can go places and talk to people occasionally. Oh, hey, what's up? In a party. Unbelievable. Seems like the goal is prepping for 1,000 Maws. Oh, you guys are having a mini convo. Okay. Let's see. We need to run in here. Hi. Get in the party. Then we can talk. All right. It's Heaven's Turn again, ain't it? Our Far Eastern friends have got something in store for us, I gather. Nay, they do. Well, now, what a curious little creature. What exactly is it? It says it right above it. It's an Uma no Unicult. Can't you read the nameplate? Let's see, the same spirit you showed earlier. Yes, let's do it. And actually, no, I gotta talk like a horse. Nay! Nay, nay! So it's the Heaven's Turn mascot, and I see now that it's a unicorn, which makes this the year of the horse, eh? Nay, nay! Stop telling people no! That explains the style of its adornments. I'm mostly out on sea, so I don't have much contact with horses, but there was a thriving harness trade over in Kugane. Chocobos in Eorzea and horses in the Far East. It's interesting, isn't it? How two different creatures in faraway lands came to be embraced in the same way. Yeah, I guess they would both be embraced around the neck area because, you know, chocobos and horses, if somebody was new and they were holding on for dear life, they would grab right around the neck area. They're embraced in the same way. There's to be a procession outside the city, you say? It sounds like a good bit of fun. We'll tell everyone we know about it. Nay, nay. The Unicold appears to be pleased at having promoted the event. Continue taking it around the city and spreading the word. Alright, so, oh my goodness, they're all over the place. We're going to go north. And for some reason, I always forget the sprint. It's kind of a bummer that it's raining right now. It's ruining the whole mood of the holiday. Let's go talk to this sated citizen and see that she's in fact unsated with her lack of Heaven's Turn celebrations. Nay, nay. Oh my, you gave me quite a shock, whatever you might be. I've never seen a horned beast like you before. So that's why it's attired this way. I must say, I do enjoy when Heaven's Turn comes to Eorzea. Hey, hey, how are you doing? It allows us to experience Far Eastern culture right here at home, and this procession sounds delightful. I assume the little one would be part of it as well? Nay. Hee hee, how adorable. I'm not too familiar with horses, so I look forward to seeing them in all their gallantry and majesty. Right, now we gotta roll back down south. To the pirate thingy. Just no, it's the Maelstrom command. This one's the pirate thingy. Called the missing member. You are fine. You may talk to those goobuses who won't join the party. I know. And I pop over for 2 seconds, and bro's already breaking the code. Manderville Gentleman Standard. Hey, the young unicorn I spy? And that's the mascot for this year's Heaven's Turn, you say? I see, I see. Might be as you're aware, but the grand companies have been employing horses on a trial basis. Something has came about years ago thanks to a Heaven's Turn celebration. Being hard to come by in Eorzea, they're not like to replace chocobos, but by all accounts, they're comfortable creatures to ride. Seeing the little one here reminded me of that, and if the Maelstrom's also taking part in the process as I expect, I'll make a point of ducking out to watch it. You're just gonna, like, shirk your duties. You really are a pirate. Okay, we've got to turn in to the Umabugyo with this ridiculous helmet. I'm sorry. Ah, you are returned. I am given to understand that you have been promoting the procession together with the Unicold. And a most excellent job you have done of it, if the excitement among the townspeople is any indication. Allow me to express my heartfelt thanks for your assistance. Now then, may I ask how our mascot fares? When last I beheld it, it was starting at starting at every sight and sound. Sorry guys, it must be the Heaven's Turn thing. My voice is going a little hoarse. Nay, nay. Well, now, look how outgoing and cheerful you've become. Had I not known better, I would not think you the same creature. Lest you wonder, there is a reason why we went through the not inconsiderable effort to have a unicorn be our mascot for this year's celebration. Has it followed me already? What? Has what followed me? The horse? It all began during my previous visit to Eorzea. In our impassioned desire to introduce the horse to your land, we had incurred the ire of a fraternity representing chocobo interests, with whose leader I engaged in a heated argument. As we're talking to it. I don't know. I'll have to check that out in a minute. Thankfully, an Ishgardian knight chanced to be on hand, a charmingly irrepressible silver-haired gentleman. I wonder who that could be. Interesting. Hmm. Who helped us to resolve matters in civility and amity, bearing the crest of the unicorn upon his person. An interesting clue. He smiled as he expressed his tremendous and equal admiration for horses and chocobos both. Sounds like a proper gentleman, though. In recalling that episode, I was reminded of the greatness of bonds that transcend nations, and so, when our delegation was due to visit Eorzea once more, I was inspired to reach out to the noble house to which that knight belonged. For a time, I had feared what might become of this year's event, but thanks to the Unicult and you for helping it come into its own, I have confidence that all shall be well. Those eyes are massive on it, and its mouth is tiny. Nay! Dude, I could get on that and ride it. Like, look at the size comparison here. Yes, all shall be well indeed. Much like the Ishgardian Knight, I believe you possess an innate ability to bring disparate hearts and souls together. That being the case, with you having promoted the procession, full sure am I that we shall have a great crowd in attendance. Now then, the hour of the event is upon us. We shall begin as soon as the preparations are complete. Oh, you're talking about like with the escort stuff probably then, right? I was wondering, because, like, I didn't see any, like, conversation point, but I guess I could actually physically talk to it. Alright, let's see what you got for us, Unicult. Nay! The Uma no Unicult appears to be enjoying itself. Is that it? Was that all you wanted to show? Was that it was enjoying itself? Or is there something I missed? You'll have to tell me exactly where and when. It's cute. Okay. The Uma Bugyo is eager to get the Heavensturn procession underway, so I can get a Uma no Unicult. Even as we speak, my faithful assistants should be seeing to the final preparations at the procession's departure point. But being immediately outside the Zephyr Gate, the people should not have trouble finding it. I dare say even you could make your own way there, little one, now that you've been around the city. Wow, such faith. Nay, it does me well to see the unicorn in such good spirits. Now, seeing as you kindly promoted the procession, it seems only natural that you attend it as well. Will you not do us the honor? I forgot to go get company actions so I could get reduced teleport. Excellent. Pray seek out the Uma Yoriki outside the Zephyr Gate. He can direct you to the best locations for viewing the event. We'll have to do that after, because it's like right here. But oh, I went the other way. That's not the right one. See, Limsa does. You mean middle? Yeah, middle and Nosha. Limsa does not. It is not a place I travel to very often, to be honest. Let's talk to this Omikujishi real fast. Greetings, my friend. I deal in Omikuji, traditional Far Eastern fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Of course. Let's see. Learn about the origins of Omikuji. Omikuji dates back thousands of years. 'Tis said that the 12 beasts of the Far Eastern legend, known locally as messengers of the divine, once appeared before a monk in his dreams, and imparted to him 12 divine revelations each. Believing the vast wisdom bestowed upon him was not alone to keep, the monk compiled each of the 12 revelations from the 12 beasts into fortunes, 144 all told, and then began a journey to spread his knowledge to others, for the benefit of all. As he traveled the land, word of the fortune spread far and wide throughout the Far East. That, my friend, is how Omikuji came to be. Okay, so the Omikujishi. I'm but a man who, over the course of many winters, has come to find himself enthralled by the mysteries surrounding the number 12. The 12 beasts of the Far East, the 12 deities of Eorzea, and the 12 surnames of Viera males. Do you not find your own curiosity piqued by how the number appears in myriad cultures around the star? I am piqued by the 12 surnames of Viera males. I certainly didn't know that. I cannot help but wonder if there's some connection we have yet to discover. It was during my journey to uncover this mystery that I discovered the Omikuji, and it is the Omikuji which have led me to where I stand today. Ah, but I have yet to tell you my name. It is Namero at present. What do you mean at present? Though we Viera who have chosen to venture from our homeland are prone to changing our names on a whim. Fun fact, I am rather unusual case. I switch between 12 different names depending on the outlook of my fortune. So there's 12 surnames and he picks between 12 names. Interesting. So let's draw an Omikuji. You may draw as many as you like, but know that you must pay a fee of 100 gil per draw. What? This is highway robbery. I gotta have good luck. Very good. I shall be happy to oblige. Drum roll, please. You better give me good fortune, Square Enix, or I'm gonna be mad. Great fortune. Even better. Square Enix, we're friends again. Not that we weren't. Thou shalt experience extraordinary fortune. Keep these words of guidance in thy heart. Adventure, shirk not the offers of the August. For proffered hands forge new bonds. Relationships. The support of thy companions is unwavering. That is true. Venture boldly into the vast unknown, which is what we do. That's very fitting. Prosperity. Upon thee shall luck smile. Seek riches in gilded halls. So, the gold saucer. Cool. Conflict. Take to battle with confidence. Each mighty foe shall see thee grow. Favor. Be kind unto the lover, and thou shalt receive kindness in turn. Man, all of that just screams Eorzeon, doesn't it? I gotta take a little screeny though, for posterity in the Discord. How did you fare? Whether it was the desired result or otherwise, I pray the words imparted by the fortune serve to guide you in the coming days. So you just like attach it to that so everybody can see the fortunes. Interesting. All right. Roll over to Zephyrgate and go look at the procession. Be honest, could you think of a more Eorzeon fortune than the one we got? Zephyrgate, Middle Lenosha. Ah, so you have come too. I was quite surprised when the Unicult appeared alone. Nay, nay. In the short time it has been with you, it has become completely at ease around people. You truly have a way with beasts. Now then, those participating in the procession should be arriving soon. Well, I would hope I have a way with beasts. I am a future beast master. Ah, these horses, might they be... Indeed, the first to be brought in from the Far East after your delegation's visit years ago. Being of breed suited to our climes, they've fared very well. Oh, the music and stuff? I probably just have it down low for when I was recording stuff. I'll turn it back up. We employ them in patrols and various other duties, and they've proven themselves most dependable. As their riders and carriers both, it gives us great pride to present them before the people on the occasion of this heaven's turn. But to have 3 steeds lined up side by side, I've no doubt that mine is the finest among them. I beg to differ. Mine has the brightest eyes, the shiniest coat, the noblest bearing. Any and all can see that it is the finest. Good grief. You lads never stop bickering, do you? As you can see, we're quite taken with our horses. Worse than the war against the Garleans, the Grand Company War of Horses. These splendid steeds will make their way together along the road, putting their gallant and majestic forms on display. A marvelous way to mark the coming of the year of the horse, I trust you'll agree. Nay. What's this? You wish to join the procession? Reason horses. Yes, for sure. While I am impressed with your newfound courage, little one, I fear it would not be safe for you to run among the war-trained creatures several times your size. That's what I do every day. You've broken the little unicorn's heart. I think it'd be a great addition to the event. I know, that's what I was saying. I'm just the right size. If you will accompany it, perhaps there is no cause for concern. And 'tis true the people would be delighted to see our adorable mascot. Very well, you may take part. Nay. Let us proceed in this manner. While the Grand Company horses travel along the road, the unicorn colt shall run freely through the fields with you at its side. That would help the procession end on a charming accent, I believe. Without further ado, then, the good officers and I shall set forth. We shall see you and the unicolt at the procession's end. Alright, let's do a quick... I'll turn that lower. And... oh, you know what it is, actually? FF14 was actually muted. Huh. Because I was recording stuff. Unicolt. Nay. The Umino Unicolt is champing at the proverbial bit to set forth. Alright, so following... hey! He leads the way! I wonder if I can just, like, follow him. I doubt it. Nah. I tried the, follow command and it doesn't work. Oh, yeah, I won. Take that, Unicolt. Nay! The Umino Unicolt is savoring the joy of running freely while being cheered on by the people. Nay! Hey, get back here. It's a little derpy looking, actually. Kind of reminds me of like the way like Guybrush Threepwood runs in Monkey Island 4. The little horse is so cute. He's a unicorn colt, so they call him the Unicolt. He's from the Heaven's Turn event. Have you done the Heaven's Turn event? The Umino Unicolt appears tremendously satisfied. Tremendously. Alright. Oh, that time it nickered instead of neighing. The Umino Unicolt is eager to continue on to your destination, and then we get to see more of this ridiculous run. Actually, the whole thing about how Eorzeon runs reminds me of Monkey Island 4. Like, a lot. That's a little crazy. Very short and sweet, yep. The holiday events generally are, I like them. We just wanted to make sure we got it done before, I forgot, because I only stream like twice a week. Nay! We were watching from here. You ran impressively, little one. What about me? Did I run impressively? Like Guybrush Threepwood? Hear, hear. Be it a great stallion or growing foal, few things are more magnificent than a horse in motion. In the Far East, 'tis believed that to behold the horse's majestic form in the new year is to pray for peace and plenty. Furthermore, the unicorn is a symbol of the bond between our lands, a mark of friendship that shall endure for generations. These two things serve to lend the procession even greater meaning. Nice. Nay, again. In Ishgard, the unicorn is held to be a sacred beast that assists in religious rites. 'Tis rather fitting that it should assist in Heaven's Turn as well. Is that so? That is most fascinating, for the unicorn is also considered a sacred beast in the Far East, possessed of divine powers. Distant though our lands may be, we have much and more in common. To have the little one be part of the celebration is auspicious indeed. I'm sorry, this is killing me. It literally looks like he's wearing a chess piece on his head. Nay. Haha, truly a horse in motion is a magnificent sight. It is ridiculous. With that, my fellows and I shall tend to tidying up. In the meantime, I would be grateful if you could report to the Umabugyo. My thanks again for your invaluable aid. I know, right? I wonder what if they are going to do like other animal helmets on other gears. I haven't actually seen any that I remember. And I don't know what the sacred beasts are. Maybe we could find that on online. 12 sacred beasts, real fast. No, it's pulling up like the 12 and the Pantheon, blah blah blah. So I'm not seeing anything about the 12 sacred beasts, and I'm not going to take a ton of time to look for it. The bunny hat looks fairly good. Was there one last year or something like that? Throw an image in the Discord if you find it. In gladness and glee do I welcome your return. By the unicolt's buoyant bearing alone, I could tell the procession was a rousing success. I can look it up in the market board? Okay. Nay, nay. You've done very well, little one, going far above and beyond your duty as a mascot. Rightly proud of yourself you may be. Now, in the course of being at your side, our once wary unicolt has forged a bond of trust with you. Is that not so? I'm surprised by this. Then in hope and faith do I ask that you take it with you on your journeys. In your care, I believe it can reach its full stride, and our Ishgardian friends would doubtless agree. Maybe one day we'll go to Ishgard, and you can run free. In parting, I bid you enjoy the Heavenstern festivities while they last. And on behalf of our delegation, I wish you health and happiness for the year ahead. And great fortune, apparently. Alright, let's pop open this gift of unicorn. Should you wish to draw Omikuji, the Omikuji-shi has returned to offer his services for the remainder of the celebration. Over here. Which we did. Furthermore, 12 extra fortunes have been divine this year. Keep a watchful eye on the prosperity section of your Omikuji and discover what new journeys might lie in wait for you. Alright. Okay, cool. I don't have the little minion thing. Minion guide. We're gonna summon our little unicolt. Give it a nice little pet there. Right on the horn. Stab ourselves. Okay. One thing we need to do is pop over to Ul'dah. So we can get company actions, get them going. And then we will continue on in Little Alamigo for the MSQ. I don't know that we're going to have access to very good actions. But dang it, Sina worked hard to unlock that, so we're gonna honor her actions. Alright, Quartermaster. Yeah. We're gonna spend on actions. And then, what should we do? Heat of battle and teleport? Because I don't really know that any of them are really worth it. This one now is especially not really that worth it. Because, like, you get 5 extra seconds of sprint, but now we have jog. Proper care, gear wear by 10% is probably good for, like, raiding time. And duration of food by 5 minutes. It's not really that long. Spirit bonding speed, control, craftsmanship by 5, perception by 5, and gathering by 5. Increases the attributes of all Disciple of War or Magic members under level 25 by 10%. That one actually could help for us because we are, like, brand new characters. So I'll have to think about that one. But then again, EXP would just help us get through. You can get similar effects with the company team thingy later on. Yeah, you can. But I think the best one for right now is just to do Heat of Battle and reduced rates. We have like 56,000 credits. Now we can hold 5, so we'll just do 4, and then we'll activate Heat of Battle. Reduced rates. Oh my goodness, we only have 1. Oh, great. Yeah, I think most companies that I've seen have done reduced battle and heated. Oh, wow, reduced battle and heat of rate. That would be great. Reduced rates, heat of battle. That sucks though. I only have access to 1 action. I didn't think about that when going forth because I'm so used to like high level companies. Let's see. Action expansion. One of these. 8, 12, 18, and 20 is going to be the one that allows us to do 2. I don't know what, though. Anyway, south. We're going south to Little Alamigo. We did explore the whole encampment last time. So I think we're good to just move on to the actual questing. Yo, I'm actually wondering where everyone is today. This is like crazy small numbers. Good to have you by my side, Freeze. Or, Guyman, sir. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You made it clear, but I'm stubborn. You spoke with Meffred. It's been so long since I last heard from him. I feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Meffred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Meffred is a friend of mine. Which I mean, like, his name is kind of almost like me friend, so, I mean, that works. I know this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. So you had the info all along, but you were just being a butt? So rude. We're on, what, MSQ level? That's right, we don't have any other classes to level at the moment. Or above the level. Gundabald. Okay, an outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been seen near, or been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you want to question him about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. So you've been suspicious of this guy, and when someone comes around being like, yo, hey, I gotta come after this guy, you don't at all think it might be worthwhile to be like, hey, yeah, I could work with you, because some of our younglings are meeting with this suspicious guy. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Come on, Gundabald. Gundabald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Or you can't throw it around. Anyone could go look for a suspicious guy. Information is might, don't you know? It's true. Something, something. Because knowledge is power! Still, like, if he's concerned about his younglings, you would think, maybe I'll get some help. And then we always go up, because we can always fall down if they're not up here, which they're not. Alright, Sifrid. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say that I have, but I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. Thanks. And Talabot. There's a bunch been skulking about, right suspicious. Like I've got nothing to do with them. But I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble. Mark my words. I mark your words. It is trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Alright, we're going through again. So I had to post something in the Discord real fast. Fair fortune, Freeze? What? How do you let that slide? You need good fortune or great fortune. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise up against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. You can't be too greedy, so fair fortune is good enough. I mean, it's not greedy. This has a clear and distinct effect on your gameplay. It gives you stat boosts, and better drops, and better rolls, don't you know? It's fortune. It's luck. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilrid. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. He says he'll be waiting at the craggy area north of here. That doesn't sound suspicious at all. It would be very difficult for him to come and find me and talk to me. So this is clearly above board. And I never know the way out of here, so we're just going to go the first way I see. And go all the darn way around. Against the lackluster in my static, not even great fortune is enough. I heard nothing. Your secrets are safe with me. Okay. Luckster, not lackluster. Somebody who gets lucky all the time. Got it. Not somebody who's not pulling their weight. Got it. Alright, Wilrid. Let's have this completely above board meeting. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of that old bear. That's why I wanted to see you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you? Or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him! Alright, what you got for me again, Wilrid? I won't let you foil our plan. But you just did. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make me give up our fight. We're going to obtain power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. Aha, so there's an entrance out on this side. I could have gone through. Oh well. Alright, report to Gundabald. I really need to take a day and do more class leveling so that we can get above MSQ level, so I can spread out the levels a little bit better. Because while I advocate for doing like a focused approach and then going spread, we're doing a full exploration, which means a ton of extra experience and not a lot of progress anyway, so I may as well share the load. Doing that off stream? How dare you people do things off stream? No, you'd be totally fine, I wouldn't care. But I'm gonna actually think about doing that on stream. Attacked by Wilbert and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of that plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Madness? This isn't madness, this is Sparta. Oh, we got another yellow quest now, too. Gundabald needs your help, blah blah blah. Wilrid mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, Bert Liana, interesting name. Gods preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideout, and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling to hope. Rough. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilrid, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear they may do something rash. Alright, we got Hremfing. Perhaps you've heard of the Corpse Brigade, a nasty band of brigands that's been terrorizing these parts of late. Smuggling, thievery, cold-blooded murder of innocents. If you see any signs of foul play in these parts, like as not, the corpses are behind it. I'd like nothing more than to march into their hideout into the northeast and teach them a lesson, but I know I'm outmatched. Normally I'd hesitate to trust the task to an outsider, but you seem a capable sort. What say you teach those scofflaws a lesson? PG-14 dialogue, but if you know, you know kind of thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the implication there is that, she went through quite a traumatizing experience. Not just being laughed at. Okay, so they're in here somewhere, the youths. So I am supposed to make sure that no one goes out and smashes Corpse Brigade heads. Meanwhile, I'm also going to go smash Corpse Brigade heads. Fun fact, this is the Corpse Brigade, but down here, you also run into a Corpse Brigade. Aha! Because there's like a bunch of zombies in a fate that appear. Which is part of a fun quest line that we will definitely be exploring to the fullest. Hey look, it's Wilrid. Oh, mighty Rauger, Lord of Destruction, we implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. It is the most obligatory fate that exists, yes. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Wow. There is so much that I really did just gloss over, like the fact that it's implied that they're going to try to summon a primal. The greatest quest line, absolutely. It is Manderville! If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's context to eke out an existence in this musty old cave. But I'll be darned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where did I put that map? The one I have in my hand? It's here in my hand. Do you want it? I'm not giving it to you. I gotta talk to the riled lass. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll not suffer this humiliation anymore. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Yeah, so like dealing with the Amalja, going into their camp, stealing crystals, etc. It's primal stuff. You're working your way through Stormblood? And yes, I am always exploring. That is the whole nature of the stream. You are definitely going faster than me, because I am taking the time to go through every darn little thing. How are you enjoying Stormblood? Alright, what do we got over here? We got Gundabald again. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? Well, there's this blunt hunting knife and this map of Zanrak. Oh, dang it, I missed. Close that. Hand over. What's this, a hunting knife and a map of Zanrak? Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to... By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amalja are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. That is urgent. We need to get there right away. We're just going to take a quick side quest, detour, and go kill some corpse brigade before we go save their lives. It'll be fine. Look, a venturer, as they say in the old Limsa. Actually, I mean, we came around here, so we may as well just do it while we're here. It's really well written and paced, in my opinion, thus far. Not sure how much I've completed, but I'm interested in how they resolve the main conflict. Fair enough. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. Maybe not surprised, but you'll enjoy. We've been playing for 44 hours roughly, and we're here. Tells you how slow we are. Why on earth would you do the / playtime command? That's the bane of our thing. Because, like, now I feel like a... Oh my goodness. I can't even explain. 44... We've done this for 44 hours? I'm about to have a midlife crisis, man. We're on level 24 of the MSQ. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgr to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. Yeah, I mean, yes, maybe a plague of pride for all that we've seen, but man, that makes it feel so long. This is why I never type /playtime on my main, because it makes me just feel like so old. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the Lizardmen's cache, but they caught us and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. Oh, you would do it on Steam, so the playtime is already there. I could never look at that on Steam, ever. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youthful folly. 4,000 hours? How much of that is AFK? That's the question we can never answer. or leaving it on overnight, things like that. I've done it. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. So, almost nothing? Wow. You've certainly been a busy man. Let's see, we got another comment on YouTube. By doing it this way, you won't be like me and get all the way to Heavenward and not understand certain dungeons and haven't unlocked, or why I couldn't get what I needed for the relic weapon. Fair enough, you do have the benefit of information on your side when you do an exploration. It definitely does take a good long while though, so you definitely have to be patient. Back when you had bad internet and had to download the game overnight. This is the only AFK hours you've had. Yeah, I do not miss the days before fiber optic. Like, super long downloads. No thanks. Sweet. Duty complete. Your skill at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Do you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralger. He swore. Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say Eorzeon will wish to hear it as well. Alright, now we will go north. Smack around some Corpse Brigade. Where'd you go? I can hang out for a minute. And spread joy and cheer and candy. And pumpkins. Maybe you're already up there. I don't actually know. I'll just make my way there slowly. See if you pop out. Still fighting. You were like an Arcanist though, huh? You didn't quite have as strong of AoE moves as I did, huh? Game has so much depth. Lots of things you encountered come back much later. True that. Alright, well, hey, there you are. Nicely done. Let's roll out. Don't weep, don't cry. It's okay. It only took like 10 seconds. We're fine. We will get through this together. You weep because you're so weak. To be fair, I have a whole level on you. So, I mean, I was poning, whereas you were having, hard time because the damage output. Thaumaturge has hunting log here. Yeah, a lot of things probably do. We'll take some time and we'll smack stuff around for a minute. Oh, there's like two whole segments. Alright, what we got? So, report to Hremfring. That's all we needed to do. Okay, let's check that hunt log. Let's see. We are in Southern Thanalan, which has the Fallen Mage for the Pugilist. And the Corpse Brigade Knuckle Dancer for the Pugilist. We may as well, while we're here, Especially in weeks where we don't get as many people that are available to come on the stream, I do kind of slow us down a little bit so that everybody can kind of keep up. I should have stunned this one. I don't want to be paralyzed. Alright, a couple more are in there. Okay, we need one more Knuckle Dancer, which is really just a funny name. Knuckle Dancer. Okay, we've also got, so the Fallen Mage is in a different area. Marauder is all still lower. Lenosha, Lancer, nope. Gladiator is all. So we need Sabotenders. Yeah, hang on, I'm just making sure to grab all the things we might need. So we'll need to be a Gladiator, need to be a Pugilist. We'll need Thaumaturge for Knuckle Dancers. And Fire Sprite, because I didn't kill all of them. And then, yeah, we'll be good. So let's grab Thaumaturge / Black Mage. Dang, that was speedy. Alright, so if we want Knuckle Dancers, we're going to have to come back a little bit. Sneak in here. You'll have to let me know if you've got all of your stuff that you need. Guy, man, sir. Okay. You have all. Okay, cool. So one thing we need is Gladiator / Paladin needs Sabotenders, which are down here just a little bit. And then we'll also get the Fire Sprite and the... What was the other guy? Fallen Mage for another... The Sabos, there's a couple of Sabos up here. Should have gone the other way out. Oh well. Sabotender. I don't remember where the name Sabotender comes from. I learned it at one point though. Why am I getting out of the way of these? They hit for 100. Oh, I have Spirits with them. Okay, so Gladiator. I need one more. Which means I'll get 3 more. 2 more! Oh, because I don't have Spirits with them on my AoE bar right now. I need to change that. Sentinel is... actually a shift move, which I haven't set up. Spirits Within. Okay. Congrats on 40. Holy cow, I'm 40? Good grief. We've done 1 leveling roulette this entire time, and I'm level 40, and we are at the Alamegan point of the MSQ. Should have done the level 100 Sprout video on this, basically. Okay, so the other thing we needed was... Fire Sprite And then Pugilist needs a Fallen Mage. Okay. And the Fallen Mages are down straight below. And then the Fire Sprites are a little bit further down here. Then we'll go to... We'll just teleport to Little Alamigo. We'll finish that little quest line up. Potter Wasps. Who needs the Potter Wasps? Was it Thaumaturge? Black Mage? Oh. I must have already gotten them. Okay. Oh, why am I custom? Okay. That's fine. We can grab them. Need more? Just fire away. Fire away. I didn't even think about them. And we'll run into more here, so if you need some, one more, okay. Which we'll get to. It's just gonna happen. Okay, cool. Pugilist. Monk. You are so very welcome. You're a big member of the stream. I'm not just gonna leave you to your own devices. I'm gonna help you out, man. Alright, Fallen Mage. We need 3. Let's try to avoid the big dudes. And there's another one right over here. Nicely positioned for us. Oh, Eorzeon of the desert, what is thy wisdom? Depends on what you need. What you need, Sinbad, and I'll tell you what the wisdoms are going to be for the day. Alright. Oh, it was Black Mage, right? One more Fire Sprite. Did you get all your Fire Sprites, Freeze? Okay, cool. Wisdom. Don't be mindless. Okay, so I think that's a 4 one we need. Is it 4? Touche. Thou shalt craft. Oh, now you're done? You have them? Okay, cool. Then let's just teleport back up to... Why am I doing that? I can just click right there. Alright, let's go talk to Kremfring and Gundabald. Okay, thank you, Outsider. Your victory is already the talk of the town. Well, there's probably not much else to talk about. That may not mark the end of the Corpse Brigade, but at least now they know we're not afraid to fight back. And to think these same men and women were once my countrymen. Did they know no shame? Back in the heyday of Alamigo, the Corpse Brigade served our nation with pride and honor. It saddens me to see what they have become, but I would slay them down to the last if it would ensure that they besmirch our homeland's name no more. Let's see. What are we wearing on our neck? That's actually a big upgrade. Put that right on. Let's see. What's this message? Where are the secret Lalafell only areas in ARR places? They're secret. Was the Corpse Brigade always zombies, or did they become zombies? You talking about the one in the Manderville questline? Hey, I've got a visitor, so we're gonna pause for a second. I'm going to mute you. Right back. Okay, just bringing something over. My son had left his coat next door. I don't actually know the lore behind the Manderville zombies. We'll get there and we'll find it out. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared. The masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rogger, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from the squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. Why do I hear that so often? My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. High potion it is. Gundabald. Would that we had more information to offer, but what we would have told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. We just got a few things. We turned level 35, so we have access to Blizzard 3 if we do a quest. We got Fire 3. We got Umbral Soul, which is basically a refresh move. Grants Umbral Ice, restores an amount of MP commensurate with the stacks of Umbral Ice. So, and then outside of combat is just automatic Umbral Ice 3 and restores all of your MP. So if you have 3 stacks of Umbral Ice, you'll get a full MP refresh. If you have 1, you'll get a partial. So right now, actually, we have all 3 spots, so we can do that. If we sink down, we can, get a small bit. Cool, though. In order for our Black Mage to be balanced, though, we should go get that class quest for Blizzard 3 at some point. We need to talk to Minfilia, though, and I'm going to do that as a monk just to round out the levels. Okay. Nope, we don't need to teleport there. We have a fancy item. All right. Every time you walk into these halls, like, it tells you what shift he's on. Your main still has like 90 of these teleport tickets? What? I mean, do you actually ever just like use them? Because I think I just sold them off, the remainder, for a few thousand. Welcome back, Eorzeon. I'm reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Excuse me. Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say. Precisely the kind of deceptions the Ascians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this, while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. It's funny coming from her at the end of the day. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Right? It's like a personality shift over time. But I won't give it away. Minfilia has another lead for you to pursue. While you were tending to business in Thanland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends, the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habre's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. The sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12 willing, we will pick up La Habre's trail once more. Eorzea can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her, and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Eorzeon. And this is the same configuration as before, so we don't need to check for updated text. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One? Then heed well this one's words. This one is friends with a Walking One in the Ash Crown Consortium. According to a friendly one, a digging one named Medrod has an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Faldgord Float in the North Shroud. Okay, yeah, it's all the same. So, Faldgord Float. I don't have that unlocked. Interestingly enough. So I think we'll go New Gradania and out the gate. And we'll get there. Hooey! Alright. Where am I going? North Shroud. Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, we'll go this way. I can't make up my mind. I like how there's a perpetual battle between the ladybugs and the guard here. Yeah, right? It's like of all the things, you spend your whole life fighting ladybugs. Alright, so there's actually stuff to do here in Faldgord Float, questline-wise, but we're going to be here for a little bit. Definitely more than like 15 minutes worth, and I'm going to call this probably the stopping point for... the stopping area, not the stopping point right now. Soon we will be done with the stream, but we'll just continue with the MSQ for now, and we'll touch the Faldgord Yellow quests on another one. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I looked death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold a conversation. Let's soothe you, boy, with my big flappy hands. You're right, it's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true, but that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I think I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man, garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth, an Ahriman. Taken by Curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman! One glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. Actually, you misunderstand Thal. What? You're investigating this masked man. If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure that we won't have to suffer Medra's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted to... Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me with his big floppy hands. Alright, we've got Ideen. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Well, the contrast to the Alamegans is big. Yes, it is, as are the Alamegans. Among the local fauna, only the scalekin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folk are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that's the answer, or that the answer's that simple. But for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of those creatures and see if we can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? I meant our treatment, to be honest. I know. But, the size thing is like... They're so tiny in comparison. So, really, that's it? Oh, there's another time where we come back here and they give us multiple quests. But for now, we're just gonna go here. It's Ziz what it Ziz, or whatever. Or I think the quest is it's Ziz what it is. Or it is what it Ziz. I don't remember. We'll see. Ziz is so ridiculous. Oh, it is, or it Ziz what it is the fate that's nearby. Which, by the way, is still Ziz, so we can kill these for credit. And then A, we don't have to go down there, and B, we might even finish the fate and get extra experience. And don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte. That is a great reminder. Thank you. It's gonna take this long though. Good grief. We're making enough progress here. It's not hurting us. This is probably actually going to be one of the last quests we do in the area anyway. Oh man. Drag a Bane Knight. Yeah, it's not gonna be too bad. This is finished. Cool beans. And you know, with Road to 90 getting 20k out of that and some company seals, yeah, it wasn't bad. Oh yeah, Aetheryte. Go report in to our troubled trio. Get rid of this marker. Ideen. You've already seen to the Ziz? Good work, adventurer. So were you able to find aught to suggest that the creatures are our culprits? Nothing. Truth be told, even if there were proof, I wouldn't know what it looked like. Anyway, I believe we can safely strike Ziz from our list of suspects, which leaves us with the masked man and his winged eyeball. You had to come to that conclusion. There's a masked man walking around with a demon, and we have to make sure it's not that guy hurting and killing people. Come on. See, this is the multiple quests I was thinking. Alright, there's something else I heard about the deaths. It appears all the victims have been comely maidens. I'd better watch myself, eh? Unseemly japes aside, there's been a rumor going around. There's some whisper that after each victim died, her rancor went into the great big rock southwest of here, causing it to flash and moan. This bears investigating, I reckon. I'm going to give you a fire sand stick to blow off a piece of that crag. The stick doesn't come with a fuse or anything, so you have to throw the thing. Once you've torn the rock a new one, bring some of the fragments and I'll give them a gander. Because you're an expert now? This is something you should know. I have been keeping this to myself lest I worsen Medrod's paranoia, but I too have seen the winged eyeball. I cannot say whether it was coincidence, but my sighting took place precisely at the same time as Medrod's. I was heading home after a day of digging, when a shadow fell over me. Looking up, I found myself locked in a gaze with a giant eyeball. I let out a scream at the top of my lungs and ran once without looking back. This happened at the rocky area west of here, in case you had a mind to investigate. Okay, so what's gonna happen now is I am actually going to call it for the day, because I am starving. I didn't really eat breakfast. And it's like lunchtime. I'm going to say I'm going to... Okay, I'm actually going to stay logged on for a minute off stream, and I'm going to take care of the timers and go buy these things and turn them in for the experience for Disciple of Hand and Land. I'm going to say that next stream we're going to level up some of our other classes so that we can use them to spread out some of this massive experience we're getting doing all the quests. So, for now though, this is as good a starting place as any. I'm going to wave at you and say, I'll see you next time.